Chapter 8. At the same time, in a different part of Warrington, Becky closed her front door. Unlocking her car, she looked up at the "For Sale" sign and sighed. She loved her house and she didn't want to sell it, but had no choice in the matter. Now the divorce was almost final, it had to be done. But maybe that was part of the problem. She loved the house more than her soon-to-be ex-husband. She would have to start looking seriously at flats, and soon. The house had had a lot of interest, and they'd already had one offer. But as it was new to the market, and the offer was a silly one, both herself and Elliot had politely refused it. Or, as her estranged husband had put it, tell them to fuck right off. The couple who had offered, though, had come back for a second viewing, and the estate agent was hopeful they might make a better offer. There'd even been talk of surveys. Realistically, Becky knew her lovely home wouldn't be on the market for long, so she needed to work out where she wanted to live and see what she could afford there. When she and Elliot had split, her parents suggested that she came home, went back to them in London, expecting a broken-hearted daughter to turn up in a state of hysteria. All they got was a phone call saying she was okay. She had a job she loved and she wasn't about to give all that up because of a broken relationship. Truthfully, she wasn't heartbroken, more disappointed. Disappointed that she'd allowed herself to neglect her marriage, and disappointed that she hadn't been more upset when it had fallen to bits. But Becky couldn't go back to London. She couldn't return to the disparagement of her mother and father, who still didn't quite believe she'd chosen police instead of putting her law degree to what they considered better use. Even though a number of chambers had offered her jobs, Becky suspected that was only because her father was a High Court judge, and she would never know because she was more than happy with her choice. So her parents would have to get used to the idea that her only child was just a cop. She checked her appearance in the driver's mirror. Her short blonde bob could do with a trim soon. She would have to make an appointment with a hairdresser today, because it could be weeks before she might get in. Becky reversed off her drive. She decided that next time she was working in Stockton Heath, she might visit one of the estate agents there. She quite liked the feel of the place. Apart from the dead body strung up in the children's play area at the park, that was. Down the road, a lone figure watched as Becky left her house. He suspected she lived alone, but he wasn't 100% sure yet. This would need more surveillance, more patience. He needed to be more calculating with this one. It was hard to hold off, though, after the adrenaline rush of the first 2 kills. It was better than he could have imagined, so much better. But now he would do his homework. What was the saying? Slowly, slowly, catchy monkey. Or in this case, a pig. Gwen's hand hovered over her phone. She knew that the sooner she got Jeff on board, the better it would be for the investigation, and she had her boss's okay. But still she hesitated. She sighed and let her mind go back to the time when she was happy. Happier than she'd ever been. Happier than she had a right to be. Then it had all come tumbling down around her ears. Almost ruined her life. All because of that man. Come on, Wen, pull yourself together. Conscious of the fact John Barron was awaiting some possible DNA results, she could hold off. She probably should hold off. But it was such a long shot that Wen wanted that profiler input as soon as possible. She punched his number, hoping it would go to answer phone. After all, it was Sunday. Then she could leave a voicemail and put off actually speaking to him. Hello, Jeff Morgan here. Hello? Oh, fuck. Hello, Jeff, Wen Price. We'd like your opinion on a case. Wen felt herself squirm. She hated asking for help, and he probably enjoyed saying no. "Hello, Wen. How are you? It's so nice to hear from you." His voice was like that of warm honey running down the side of a spoon. "I'm, fine, thank you. This case. I did wonder how long it would be before you called me in. 2 bodies now, isn't it? Both mutilated?" "How do you know that? We haven't released that level of detail to the press yet." "I've got my contacts, Wen. They keep me in the loop. I'll be over first thing in the morning. Maybe we could have a catch-up." And before Wen had a chance to tell Jeff where he could put his catch-up, he had ended the call. This would mean a sleepless night. Wen wondered if she could be civil to the creep face to face.